Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. This is Big Girl Diary. Oh, I got a good one, a massive one. Oh my goodness, P. Diddy, he stretches over here, he stretches over there, and no matter which way he stretches, he destroys people. But that's my 2 cent. Oh, yeah, my 2 cent. Oh my goodness, I have a serious PowerPoint and it's going to be interesting. Party over here, party over there. Hey, buddy, buddy. Hey, buddy, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, buddy. Hey, buddy, buddy. Ooh, ooh. If you know it, then you know it. Man, oh man, where do I begin? Okay. P. Diddy. Some of us in the 80s knew him very simply. I gotta show you. We knew him as Sean Nita Combs. I'm not saying it's right, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But P. Diddy, he gets into different people. Oh my goodness. I don't begin. I'll begin right here. I'm not going to make this long and drawn out. I'm not going to do that to you at all. I'm struggle streaming. Well, while I'm struggle streaming, let me get it together. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh, let me make sure that everybody can hear me. Am I heard? Okay. All righty. I'm good on that end. All right. Let's just go ahead and get into the gist of it. As I do. Kim Kardashian. Look, let me just show you the depths that Kim Kardashian would go to stay relevant and to keep money in her pocket. It has no bounds. Oh my, that woman. Oh my goodness. Kanye, why? Okay, I'll leave it there. All right, as I already showed you that. P. Diddy. Okay. Now, in the beginning, Clive Davis back in the 90s, if you look for P. Diddy and Clive Davis right here, all hugged up. You might say, hey, BGD, they're at an award show. They're happy. Clive Davis came out as a gay man. Nothing wrong with that. I don't know how his wife felt about it or his children, but it is what it is. Right here is Jay-Z. I don't know who that is. And the people around, I try to find out who they were. I have, but this struggle streaming. But at this point in time, Clive Davis was helping P. Diddy. He was the one that helped him start Bad Boys through his connections and his financing. Okay. We all know that. Well, if you don't know, you do know now. Now here, Shine is a very important person. Now, he was the one that was very big in Bad Boys. Now, after the Bang Bang, he was the one that spent 10 years in jail. Now, if you look at the guy now, Brandon, oh my goodness, Brandon, his mule or the person carrying his packages, he's like, nah, oh, it ain't going down like that. Shine took it. Him, Brandon is like, no, nope, no way, no. Now here, Kim Porter. This is very important. Many people skate over this. Kim Porter was married or a long-term relationship with Al B. Sure. They had children together. And when she saw P. Diddy, she saw a brighter light, not looking that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Sometimes the other side is weeds, desert, tumbleweeds. Nothing good at all comes of it. But she left Al B. Sure to be with this guy here. Yeah, P. Diddy. P. Diddy. And it just so happens, last year, he goes into a coma and almost, I'll be sure. Yeah. And Kim Porter being with him, I'm going to say this right now, but I'm going to come back to it. And I found a little bit of information, but I'm trying to confirm it. Why Homeland Security went after P. Diddy, because Kim Porter, was friends with Victoria Trump. And before she passed, she said that she was afraid that she wasn't going to make it. Quite interesting how Homeland Security did all this. Quite interesting. Allegedly, I'm trying to find information to connect the dots. So what I'm saying, take it with a grain of salt and throw it over your shoulder. Okay. All right. J-Lo. This is where the bang bang comes in. This is where shine comes in. This is where, and I know I said this in like maybe 2 videos, but I'm pounding it, just pounding it. J-Lo didn't tell the truth then. Will she tell it now? She was the one holding the bang, bang on the door, baby, bang, bang. Yeah, she held it and didn't tell the truth. And I asked last time, will she tell it now? Because now you got all this heavyweight in. A lot of crimes have been committed. P. Diddy has been in so much, and his tentacles is going all over the place. Very interesting. But that night at the club, she had that, and Shine goes to jail for 8 years. He's an interesting guy. Hold on to Shine, this guy right here. Keep him in mind, okay? Now, meantime, this is quite interesting. He's dating Cassie. Cassie comes. He's dating J-Lo at the same time, being with his so-called wife, Kim Porter. Kim Porter and J-Lo were seeing Diddy at the same time. Now, that didn't last long, because after when that happened, J-Lo's like, deuces, see you, don't want to be you. But however, he allegedly did not do the things that he did to Kim Porter and Cassie. I don't know whether if it was because J-Lo was a rising star and she was gaining power as he was gaining power at the same time. The two of them now hold a lot of power now, as they were going up in the 90s. All right. Now him, Little Rod. Quite interesting. He does producing, rapping, does all of that stuff. Now he got into this unknowingly. He got into it thinking that it was going to take him from point A to point B, which it did. It got him not where he wanted to be. But now he's telling the truth. Okay, I'm going to get to that. Now, this is where it gets quite interesting. Hold on to your seatbelts. Here, P. Diddy birthday party draws in Kanye West, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Leonardo DiCaprio. Now, if you look at my other videos, tell you something. Leonardo DiCaprio, I'm talking about him dating young people. Not that. What he did for the past, 10, 15 years, this year, Michael Paz from the Fugees went to jail because a guy named Ho Lo, that was you can't make this stuff up, was a Chinese spy, went to Malaysia, stole billions of dollars, left the country, came over to the US. Now he was dealing with stars because stars and politicians go hand in hand. They sort of rub each other's elbows. They do. And it just so happened this spy was then with Leonardo DiCaprio. And I'm not saying with as in a biblical sense. I'm saying with as his star. And Michael Paz was charged with using celebrity fraud as a celebrity. Now, this Chinese spy gave like $20 million to the Barack campaign, gave 20 or $30 million to the Trump, and recently to Biden. He was given all this money. I did a video, I think last year sometime, to where you see Paris Hilton, you see not P. Diddy, 50 Cent. You see these A-listers around him, and they're like sticking to him like Velcro. Hard to get him off because he had all this money, yachts, just spreading money. Okay. Leonardo DiCaprio, he should have been in jail too. Now, Ron Burkle's Beverly Hill party. Okay, hold on to your seatbelts. Ron Burkle really funded P. Diddy's lifestyle. He helped him buy his houses, his island, Revolt TV. All of that came from Ron Burkle. That's his billionaire alleged friend with benefits. Now that party that I showed you right here is when P. Diddy said, I'm coming out. I want to show you who I really am. And you're going to see who he really is at the end of the slideshow. Quite interesting. Okay. Ron Burkle holds a lot of stocks in Boeing Boeing company. They make Boeing planes. All these jets and all these airplanes at United, all these American airlines, they come from Boeing. So he has a lot of money, but he distanced himself from Diddy. Clive Davis didn't. He sticks to him like glue, even now, and all this crazy stuff going on. Now, here's the party. Here you see Beyonce, you see Jay-Z, you see P. Diddy, Kim Kardashian. She was the plus one. Now, who this person here, I'm not quite sure if that's Little Rod or not. I'm not quite sure. And these two people here, I don't know. But P. Diddy, very interesting. Kim Kardashian said earlier, if you thought you knew who she was, and even with that Balenciaga scandal, and she still stayed with it when it had all that child stuff going on, and she still put her children in Balenciaga clothing when people are bringing their stuff, setting it on fire. I mean, it was terrible. You had some celebrities who stuck with Balenciaga, and Selma Hayek, her husband, something Penalt, never came out and said anything. Selma Hayek said zero. She's keeping all that money. She's not giving up nothing, no matter what disgusting thing goes on. She's down with it. Terrible. So there you see P. Diddy and Kim Kardashian. Now, this right here is at a party. Now, I'm not sure if it was at his island or one of his houses to where FOs go on, but Chloe and also Kylie were there at another time because they had different outfits on. But this is Kim dragging her family into this mess. They got to find a way to stay relevant, because if you ask them, what do? It's really nothing. They really do a whole lot of nothing besides people know them. They're internet famous, social media famous, and other businesses use them or their faces because they're recognizable to bring customers to their companies. So that's simply what they do. They're just influencers, and that is it. But if you take the influencer away, what do? In my opinion, nothing. But that's just me. Here's P. Diddy's island. He has a close-up, but this is his island, man-made. A lot of that money came from Ron Burkle. Now, from my understanding, it cost $25 million. That's right. There's the word on the street. Take it with a grain of salt and throw it over your shoulder. Now, this Kim Kardashian. Now, before I even go here, you're going to have to see this for yourself. Okay. Like I said, Kim Kardashian will go to any level to stay relevant and to keep money coming in. Let's see how far she'll go. It's a horrible thing to say, but oh, come on. Okay, I'm going to have to bring this back up. This is not going to allow me to bring anything up. It should. Okay, let me bring that back up. Why is this not working? Why am I struggle streaming now? Why now? Oh my goodness, this could happen at any time, but it wants to happen now. Okay. It's not coming up. Okay, Kim Kardashian, I'm going to have to read it to you. Cringe enough. This comes from Telltales. Okay. And Telltales is giving a timeline of all the men that Kim Kardashian dated. And it just so happens, her first date was Tito Jackson, Tito Jr. She was 14 years old. I mean, and this is when Chris put her on birth control. I'm like, oh my goodness. Well, the list goes on. Ray J, Nick Lachey, it goes on to The Game. And then Nick Cannon, I'm surprised she didn't have a child with him. Nick was just getting everybody. Evan Ross, Diana Ross's son, before she started looking different. And then we get to Justin Bieber. You can't make it up. Justin Bieber was 16. Kim Kardashian was 29. And it reads, rumored ex Justin Bieber. After sharing a romantic shoot together for Elle magazine, it was reported that Kim and Bieber were actually in a real relationship. Cringe. It was in what was one of Kim's most controversial moments. She was 29 and Bieber just was only 16. Justin added fuel to the fire by tweeting a picture of himself and Kim with the caption, "Me and my girlfriend." Obviously, the media took it and rolled with it. And later, Kim later confirmed that she said that they weren't an item. But let's take a look at this. I got pictures showing something a little bit different. Okay, how you doing, Jacqueline? How you doing? A little bit different. Just you. Okay, that's the island. That's them. Okay, now, but just look. He's biting on a rose. Just look at her expression. I mean, that right there looks like, put whatever adjective you want to with it. Now here, 29, 16. He's trying, and he's at the point to where he's like, okay, you're grabbing onto my fingers. I mean, come on now, lady, old lady. You can stop now. And she'll do anything to stay in the limelight. Anyone who she could get with that would take her a step higher, she will. But after Kanye, she got with Pete. Oh, that's wild. Oh my goodness, that's wild. Now, Bishop T.D. Jakes. Now, the interesting part was it was said that P. Diddy used to listen to his sermons while he was exercising. He would do all those things, and he wanted T.D. Jakes to make his image look better. He was looking terrible, but that's not what happened. Man, T.D. Jakes. Oh my goodness. Now, Cassie. This is when Cassie started to sue. Now, before even Cassie even filed the lawsuit, she was telling P. Diddy, "Hey, P. Diddy, you did horrific things to me, and you need to compensate me for what you did." And P. Diddy, being the alleged narcissist that he is, he waited to the very last moment, and she filed the paperwork. I mean, if you ever have taken a look at her lawsuit and the things that she alleged, I could only imagine she didn't put in everything. Now, Jaguar Wright says that she only told the small stuff. She didn't tell the real stuff. So if that was small, I could only imagine what the big is. That's scary. So he broke her off $30 million. But by that time, the lawsuit was in and they were able to see it. Then from there, Governor Hochul in New York extended the S abuse survivors to give them additional time to file and to get some kind of resolve. And they called it the Cassie or Cassandra Ventura Bill. Look it up. Governor Hochul, Holchul. Governor Hochul of New York. Now, this right here, Little Rod, I showed you him earlier. Now, he took it to another level. He added other people into the lawsuit because he said, "Hey, P. Diddy, pay me my $50,000. P. Diddy is notoriously cheap." He simply wanted $50,000 that he owed him for the work that he did. He didn't pay him. "Pay me, man." Then he's like, "Okay, forget about it. Don't pay me. I'll sue you." And what he did, everything what he alleged, that it went into the FOs. It went into what he did to him. It went into the guy that got bang at the studio. And P. Diddy was paying law enforcement on a local level. So what, I'll get to that part when I get to the end of it. FOs paying off all these police officers. So the guy gets shot in the bathroom and there was no report by local LAPD, no report, nothing like that. You hear something about him getting banged like 2 blocks down the street. I mean, the story changed, just simply changed. But Little Rod was like, no, he got shot in the bathroom. And P. Diddy films everything. So from his lawsuit, you would think that P. Diddy would simply just give him the $50,000. Everything would have been squashed. He just should have paid Cassie the $30,000. I mean, the $30 million. Everything would have been squashed. Everything would have been fine. But since he wasn't getting away with so much, no, I'm untouchable. Well, he been touched. Shine now. Shine, P. Diddy, and I don't remember who this guy is. Truly, I don't remember. But Shine, after when he got out of jail, because he got the bang charge with P. Diddy and Jennifer Lopez or J-Lo, he went back to Belize. Well, he got extradited back to Belize, where he got into politics. Next thing you know, he's going up the ladder. That was back in 2013. He goes back to Belize. He gets into politics because his family is very political and his family has money. I don't know why he left Belize going to New York and becoming a bad boy artist and spent all that time in jail, but it is what it is. Belize is a part of the triangle. You're like, BGD, what triangle? The H, car trafficking. Okay. You know what I mean. Got to be careful of the algorithm. Now, the H car trafficking is in El Salvador, Honduras, and Mexico. Well, Belize is hanging right there. And by that time, 2013, 14, 15, and especially in the 2020s, it skyrocketed. Now, as I said in a previous video, P. Diddy was down in Bermuda and the other Caribbean countries looking for very beautiful people that that would make their beauty jump off the page. Now, he was looking for 4 to 45-year-olds to be models for Bad Boys. Now, Bad Boys does not deal with children. At least one would think. I got to do more on that one. I got to find more info on that one. I can't go any further than that. So, Jay-Z has a lot to do with P. Diddy and the businesses. And Fat Joe was down there in Belize. And then you had all these U.S. stars going to Belize, throwing support behind Shine. Not only support, but financial support and throwing money at the country. Now, Shine, if you look at my other video, he says, hey, thank you very much, P. Diddy, for all the money. Thank you for helping my country. Well, he had some houses there. One house was for where he lived, and the other house were for FOs. Now, you're going through the Caribbean, and you're looking for beautiful talent. For what? You really didn't produce too. Let me not say that. All right. Now here, this is Shine. He now is the head person of the Democratic Party. Some people say Prime Minister of Belize. Some people the head guy. Now, a lot of things happened in Belize. It just so happened, and people, a couple of my followers, subscribers, unsubscribed because I said this. At that time when he was prime minister, Fannie Willis and Nathan Wade take a vacation over there when all this is going on. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm not saying that she had anything to do with it. She could have been going over there to get information. Who knows? I'm trying to find information. I'm just going where the information takes me. That's it. Oh, a couple of y'all left. Oh my goodness. Oh man, look, I know Fannie Willis is a sensitive subject for some people, and I get it. I get it. I completely understand it. But I'm not going to close my eyes just because she's a black woman, just because she's a woman, a black woman in power. I'm not going to overlook things simply because of that. We stayed in horrible positions. Look at Maxine Waters. She has been the representative of Texas for what, 30 years? And what has she done for Texas? I know what she has done for the ukulele country, a whole lot. I'm going to leave it right there. And here, he has the name of Puffy Epstein. Quite interesting. Now, this is who Puffy really is. If you go back and look at how he was brutal towards women, that's because maybe, okay, you fill in the rest. Fill in what you think that means. Because he did say on an Instagram that post and then took it down. He did say, I want to be who I truly am, but I'm afraid you all will not accept me. Well, taking a look at that right there explains a lot what that statement meant. I don't know how that picture got out, but it did. So the connections, there is so much more. So much more. Now, the interesting part, I'm trying to find this little short clip of P. Diddy going to where Kanye was throwing a party. P. Diddy walks up. He didn't go to anyone. He didn't go to no adults. He started talking to children. Really, P. Diddy? You go talk to the children. Kanye comes down and checks him, pushed him. You got to get on out of here. I mean, it's really wild. All of this, what P. Diddy is going through, I gotta say, he didn't have anyone pulling his strings saying, hey, yo, Diddy, you might want to stop. He had only yes people around him, no one to pull him back to say, hey, you may fire me, but you need to stop what you're doing. But no one, everyone likes a good party. And even Young Miami down there, that right there in itself is a whole new level of I mean, he even had Young Miami, his cousin, to jump on Little Rod in a level, and he's pushing her off. And she's trying to do what she was told to do. And they do what P. Diddy says to do. You don't want him acting a fool or yelling, screaming, hollering. You don't know what's going to happen if you don't do what he says to do. But he was allowed to get to that point, the level of narcissism, whatever you want to put with it. But whew, Kim Kardashian. And I gotta look at I forgot to put Kris Jenner in the mix because she's like ace boom coon with P. Diddy. And if you look at, that's for a video I'm going to do, who she's dating, and he has connections with P. Diddy, Corey Gamble, and Kris Jenner. And Corey Gamble has a lot to do with Kim Porter. He was there. He was there all along. And I'm just like, there's a lot here. Really got to look into this. But what are your thoughts? You have any questions? Oh, let me send the link down. If you want to come up, you're welcome to come up. If you want to come up, take the link. I want to hear your thoughts. You don't have to show yourself if you don't want to. Oh, and if you want to call in, I have low tech. Got my cell phone. Let me put the number in. Let me put a. If you want to call in, you can. I got my phone right here. It's ready. But I just thought that all these connections were quite interesting. Now, I'm going to look into P. Diddy and Jay-Z. Now, Beyonce's country song, that's an interesting one. I'm wondering if that has anything to do with Jay-Z's girlfriend losing her life. Creisha White, if that's her name, I gotta check that out. She's doing like those rappers. Those rappers tell what they did, and next thing you know, they're caught up on charges. Oh my goodness, you can't make this up. Caught up on charges for crimes that had occurred around the area. Look. You can't call yourself gangster rappers because number one, there are no gangsters. They are businessmen. You never heard John Gotti or even Al Capone call himself a gangster. He always called himself a businessman. Other people called him a gangster. But I'll leave it right there. And these crazy fools run around and say, I'm a gangster rapper. That's dumb. Gangsters never tell on themselves, you damn fools. Okay, I digress. But the connections are quite interesting. Very interesting. But those of us who back in the 80s who knew him as Sean BDBs, Nita Combs. Sad but true. Okay. All righty. Does anybody want to you want to call and come up? All right. Okay. Well, look, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. And please like, subscribe, and share. And if you want to support me, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of it, Big Girl Diary. On that note, I want to thank you